So what's the difference between my passion? Of course, they found out that I had passion a long time ago. And of course, a lot of times they'll call people with passion violent. He's violent. Why? Because I'm not a robot. Yes, I will, sir. Here's my gun. I have a gun. Okay, go kill this guy. Okay, I will go kill him. That's not passion, you see. Passionate people go, I don't want your gun. I'm not going to go kill somebody for you. Critical thinking, passionate people. That's this is what they don't want on the planet. This is what they want. Hi, my name is Bill. I have a gun. Okay, my boss told me to go kill somebody. So okay, spy on your neighbor. Okay, I will do it. Yes, sir, I will. I am obedient. Yes. Sounds stupid, but that's exactly what's happening in the world. Obedient workers, the ants. It's exactly what it is. And of course, all ants have a queen, right? And this is why they're taking the women and turning them into men. It's exactly what they're doing. So, and then they taking the men and turning them into women because it's oppression. 1 minute. And here's the crazy thing: is the people that are in the workforce are the ones that are oppressed. That's but however, the Matrix makes them think that they have freedoms. And that's what's so crazy. Oh, really? You have to be at a job at a certain time. You got to do this at a certain time. You got to do, and and you and women's rights, women's movement. We want to be in the workforce. Okay, now you're a slave. You got to be somewhere at a certain time. You got to wake up at a certain time. You got to dress like a certain way. You got to have fake boobs, fake hair, makeup. You gotta have, this is oh yeah, you got to have some high heels. Got to wear high heels to this event. Really, this oh your hair needs to be blonde. This is whatever. You need to no. You need to stop looking like a black woman and look like a white woman or whatever. White women need to look like black people or whatever. I mean, it's slavery. They're telling you how is women's rights being in the workforce? How is that freedom for a woman? Freedom for a woman is being able to raise and nurture her child. That's exactly what it is. And the man to be the protector. Simple as that. And we were designed to grow crops, be shepherds. That's it. Not to work for a rich guy or to go in the military and get a gun and go kill people. And then after you kill them, you figure out that you were killing farmers, innocent people, for their land and their possessions and their material wealth so that man could have more power. So you're just like Rome, you're conquering. You're conquering. It's unbelievable. So let's do this on Gematria Passion. So you have 16. Man, there is so much garbage in the air, guys, that I can barely even speak. Especially March is the worst time of the year for me because you have all these genetically modified pine trees. They're not cypresses. They're not. What are they? Some invention. And when these things breed and it goes with your DNA and that's genetically modified, it just doesn't mix. And here's the thing, the people that get allergies have the purest of the bloods. That's a fact. They're the purest of all the bloods because they're reacting to the genetic modification. If you're a clone and you've been genetically modified, then you don't have allergies. Just like the tree. But let me tell you something, you better protect your DNA. Because I'll tell you somebody who is a racist, and that's your creator. If you created a species perfect, and man created an imperfect species, which one would you choose? You would choose what you created. Just like Noah's Ark. He chose the animals that he created. So you can just buy into this racism bullshit, and you could just go breed with whoever you want, white with black, black with whatever. You just go ahead and do what they want you to do. Go ahead and conform, because that's not what God wants you to do. Gays raising children. I'm sure that's not what God. That is an abomination right there. Family. What is that? Family fun. Some you got these gays raising children. What is that Hispanic woman? On every TV show, you've got a man woman. Every single show, Dancing with the Stars, a man woman, always there. They got these very feminine dancers, right? And of course, most of the men dancers, most of them are feminine. Not all of them, but then you got this announcer that's 100% man with a vagina. Seriously, you got to have that. She's taller than the other guy. She's the ruler. And you can see who's doing this. Watch the insurance commercials. You'll see a big old giant woman and a little bitty man. Look at the movies. I was watching Ghostbusters. The woman has the intelligence, the man's the idiot. Well, it's funny how when you watch the 1950s movies, let's go watch George Burns. Okay, his wife was a dummy, goofy, and he was the calm, cool, collective, smart guy. You see how they do it? They oppress, and then they set you free towards Satanism, which is the workforce. So when you think you're free, you're actually in bondage. All right, so let's go through this word. P16A, of course, the letter 1, 17. Then you have SS, which is 1919. All right, now you have the number 55, which is 10. Now, this is how they do this. So you have 10, PASS. When you pass somebody up, you're perfect. Okay, you're 10. I'm telling you. 10 is, that's why you live on a planet, internet, network, TV, because it's 10 inverted. 10 is perfection. And that's why they show Bo Derek is a 10. Okay. And she was a sexually promiscuous woman, which is, to me, not a 10. Okay. Cheating on her husband. And they call that a 10. Seriously. That's unbelievable. It's an abomination is what they did. So they always do this. Or you can read it backwards and you have the Sabbath day. Sunday. Inverted. So pass, Sabbath, or Sab, P, B, whatever. P is B because it's P and the B, which is the dark side. And only the elite understand this language. So you get pass, which is 55, which is just like saying north, east, because this is the 14th letter. This is the 5th letter of the alphabet. And of course you get Jews, 10, 10, 10. Jews. Passion. Seriously. Because if you're a Jew, the only way that you're a Jew is if you have passion for other people or compassion. That's it. Do you honestly think that the Jews in Hollywood have compassion for other people? I don't think so. Okay, of course, this is really simple. The eye is on. Always the eye is on. Always. So the Sabbath or the pass somebody being a 10, 10, 10, the eye is on. You're perfect, and now your eye is on. You can see and hear what other people can't. You've got the dog head and you got the bird head, just like the Egyptians. And of course, what other number could it be? Which is 9 on the right, the truth, just like they did 9/11. And 3, the Trinity on the left, which of course is the 12 disciples, which is the Trinity. Period. The only way you're going back through the light is through the Trinity. It's the only way you're going to heaven. So anyway, in a nutshell, let's go through some words really quick. I don't have much time. Saturn is passion. Can you believe that? Justin Bieber, whatever. End of days is passion strong. Intuit, isn't that a corporation? They're about surveillancing passion. That's what they do. They're an internet corporation. Malcolm X. Seventh, knowing. Christina. Parents. These are words that are associated with compassion in simple gematria. Fruits means compassion. Friendly. The Bronze Age, which is copper bloods. Copper bloods. There it is right there. Compassion. Fly away, which is Isis, symbol of Isis. Amber, outside, hope in God,